Hello, it's John Heaton, and today I'm going to take you through a few things I've picked up recently and then talk a bit about how I've rearranged my singles collection at the end. So the first thing to show you is this deluxe edition of the new ABBA album, which I picked up on Friday, which comes with these nice cards and these nice stickers and a card of Bjorn there, clean shaven, Benny, Agneta and Frida, and a card of the cover, and then a card of the booklet and the CD, which is housed in this, and some more stickers here, which is housed in this nice plastic, feels like plastic folder, which is very nice. So the vinyl has not arrived in Hungary yet, so still waiting for that, still listening to it around about once a day and really enjoying it. Great to have them back. So next thing I'm going to show you is this box set of Lou Reed, New York, which actually only cost me £40. And I think it's about the definition of value for money, because you've got the LP on 2 LPs, 180 gram, the remastered CD, a CD of live footage from the tour of that album, another CD of work in progress singles encore, and a DVD of the August the 13th performance in Montreal, Canada. And there's no repetition of the live material on here, on the DVD versus the CD. So you get 2 vinyl, 3 CDs, 1 DVD, plus a nice booklet here with an essay from David Frick, and nice pictures and sleeve notes and credits, lyrics, all for £40. So I thought that was about, I can't think of another artist who's put out stuff that good value. I think it's absolutely superb. Next thing I want to show you is a couple of Russian acquisitions. This is a fairly anonymous cover, and there's another record shop I just discovered in Budapest called Newport Records, run by this older guy, this bearded older guy, who I immediately got talking to, and he spoke good English. And I said, "Have you got any Beatles?" He did have a few Beatles albums in the Beatles section. I said, "Have you got anything else? Got any singles?" And he goes, "No, sorry." "Oh, I have got this oddity, rarity," and he showed it to me. It's a 1973 EP. It's plays at 33 RPM, and he then proceeded to put it on the turntable and play it to me. And quite extraordinarily, it's got on one side it's got "Can't Buy Me Love" and "Maxwell Silverhammer," and on the other side it's got "Lady Madonna" and "I Should Have Known Better." So it's almost like a not quite random selection of tracks, but the Russian fan, maybe more or less their first introduction to the Beatles, and it's a bit lopsided because you've got 3 McCartney tracks and 1 Lennon for starters, and as I say, not much continuity with the tracks chosen, although 2 tracks do appear on Hard Day's Night album. And 3 out of the 4 tracks appear on the Hey Jude album, but I think that's just a coincidence. But anyway, I thought it was, I picked it up because I thought this is pretty rare, and I asked him how much it was, and it wasn't cheap, but he wasn't ripping me off, because I looked it up on Discogs, and it does fetch a similar price. I think I paid about £9 for it, something like that. So and I was happy to do that. And then this I picked up on Friday. This is a Russian edition of an album from 1977 or 1978, we're not quite sure. And the translation of this is Paul McCartney and his band Wings. And the back cover has got the 3 Band on the Run back cover pictures, as you can see. And the track listing, rather interestingly, is the entire Band on the Run album, the UK version without Helen Wheels. But instead of the title track, they've got Silly Love Songs kicking it off, which is quite hilarious, really. I mean, I can only think that Band on the Run was seen as a kind of song of escape, and it might give the wrong idea to these people in the Soviet Union that they could make a break for it and escape to the West, because travel and people leaving the USSR was not encouraged, to put it mildly. So it's interesting. I'd be interested if any of you out there are watching in Russia who acquired this at the time. Was this more or less the first exposure to solo Beatles, or what exposure had you had to the Beatles, and when? Was it in the 60s, or did you have to wait till the early 70s? I guess in general, if one lived in the Soviet Union, one had to be a little bit patient before stuff got released. So I've always found that quite interesting, and that might be one of the reasons why Paul later on in his career decided to release an album just for the fans in Russia, Job of B CCCP in 1988. And the last thing I want to show you on this video is I've reorganized my singles, because I got fed up with them being in a mess, in a pile, and albeit vertically stored on a pile in the shelf in no particular order. So I spent an evening last week. First of all, I went online looking for, to buy one of those cases, where you used to hold your singles in. And they did have them available, but they were like £50. And I thought, I'm not going to spend £50. And then I had a bit of a brainwave. I just found this old shoebox, and it turned out to be the ideal size. And so this is how I organise my most important singles anyway in my collection, which are Beatles related. So I've got the group at the front, and I've got 20, I think I wrote it down, how many I've got, 26 Beatles singles or EPs, and then only 7 of John. I'm missing quite a few John. I'm missing Instant Karma, Power to the People, Number 9 Dream. Then we got 29 singles from Paul and Wings, 19 from George, and 17 from Ringo. And then at the back we've got various other Apple stuff, and a little ABBA section, not many in there, and some Stones section, and some miscellaneous singles at the back. So as you can see, this shoebox is nearly full. So as I expand my collection, I'm going to have to either buy another pair of shoes or something to fit the rest of them in. But I thought that was a good evening spent last week. I can't remember which day it was, but it was very productive and enjoyable, because it was almost like living my dream of opening a record shop and organising the singles as you would see them in a record shop. Not that any of these are for sale, but anyway, it's good to have them in order. So I thought it was worth sharing. That's all I had for you today. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.